at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. I'm Kevin Harlan, excited to share the broadcast table tonight with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. The New York Knicks come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Davis sets a screen. In the corner, it's Sarr. And now the fast break. George with the ball. And a missed late. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Nothing quite like a rivalry game. We all love them. Richard, how much extra attention do these games get from the players and the coaches?
Players won't say it to the media, but we know what's at stake. Since the schedule was released, these games have been circled on the calendar by both teams.
Westbrook with the bucket.
I love the power behind Westbrook's finish. He just dares the defense to get in his way.
Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Harden scanning the floor. And the jam by Harden.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
And the Knicks with possession. Outside, George. And it's George finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Davis. Just 3 to shoot. Great D that time from Green.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And Davis gets it to go.
Don't underestimate Davis. He is a versatile scorer who can shoot from just about anywhere.
New York moving it around. Wallace the screen. Here's Curry with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 6.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now Curry. Following the three-point attempt by Anthony Davis. To the paint. Here's Wallace. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there.
And no doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Trains it from beyond the arc.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Outside, Davis. The 3 from Harden. It's rebounded by New York. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, pass to Green. Over in the corner, White. And Curry has it in the corner. And again, it's a New York 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, Sarr. Wallace covering. And a fast break now for the Knicks. The shot by George, no good. Deflects the pass. Green with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Curry has it in the corner. And stolen by Sarr. And it's Vassell in the corner. Here's Harden. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You got to be careful when guarding Harden. He's so crafty at finding ways to draw fouls.
Harden hits them both. And G.A., you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 12 in the game.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
We'll see if they can keep this pace. Not sure they can win it by relying on just the three.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Knicks. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And another thing, coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Outside Westbrook. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Outside Curry. Screen by Sabonis. Curry with the bounce pass. They get it again. Celtics trailed by 14. Ring shot on the way. And that one is good. He has 7.
The scoring instincts of James Harden are up there with the greatest in the game. He sees shots that other guys just wouldn't.
Shoots from the baseline. And Sarr throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Outside Green. Just 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Westbrook pulls it in.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Davis has got it back down to single digits for the Celtics.
Well, look, it's no secret that Davis can be a dominant figure on the glass. And he just turns rebounds into points so easily.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Wallace a screen. Nobody does it better than Stephen Curry.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
So, G.A., when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas said he was a 7-footer that could do everything like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. But his father said Domantas is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Kevin, back to you.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Knicks making a switch here. Celtics trailed by 13. Harden outside. It's Harden on the attack. And Harden with the stuff.
As dangerous a penetrator there is, Harden's understanding for when to knife inside is ridiculous.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Curry. The rebound by the Celtics. Stolen by George. And Curry has it in the corner. 1:33 left to play in the first half. And McConnell gets it to go.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Harden, no good. The Knicks leading by 14. George with the ball. And it's Vassell picking him up. Back to George. Pass to McConnell. Curry deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Sabonis. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Harden. Got it. Harden for 2.
They are just killing them on the interior.
It's to Curry. Here's Wallace. And the slam dunk by Wallace.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
New York shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, we've never seen a player like Steph Curry. Yes, his shooting is insane, but to me, it's the gravity that he draws. The entire defense is focused on him at all times.
Curry with a wide open look. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. 26 points for Stephen Curry.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Richard, be honest, did you expect Curry to have this kind of career when he was drafted into the NBA?
I don't think anyone expected Steph to have such a transformative career. He's more than a superstar. He's an icon and an excellent ambassador for the game.
George with no one around. Buries the corner 3. George has got 5 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Timeout called the Celtics.
Let's heat up that group. On the court.
And here's Westbrook, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Easily outside. A 3 from Strus. It's good from long range.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
George sets a screen on its way from Curry for 2. And there's another one for the Knicks.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Westbrook can't get it to go. Smart, accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
Overall, they've done a good job of taking care of the ball and limiting mistakes.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Driving inside. The wide open shot from Strus. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Curry with the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Westbrook with a wide open look. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Wallace the screen. Here's the three. Curry can't get it to go.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Beasley with a clean look. No good on the three. The Knicks lead by 21. Outside Curry. And Davis pulls it down. And here's Strus for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Strus has got his third bucket of the night.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
The shot by George, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wasted no time on that one. Beasley's got his first 3 points of the game.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Outside Curry. And that one drops for him. Curry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
When you think about Derek White, here's a guy, RJ, who's really grown as a player in all ways.
Yeah, Derek makes smart plays. He's had that experience to see what works and what doesn't. And most often, he makes the necessary plays to put his team in a winning situation.
It's good.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Westbrook with the steal. And now Westbrook pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some more.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
New York leading by 13. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
You gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Celtics trailed by 16. Here's Harden. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Harden's got 15.
I'm just going to say this. It's too easy for Harden. He is so good at recognizing when to rise up in that mid-range.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Going inside. Ooh, Harden taking flight.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
There's Gordon with the three. And so it's New York with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've had such great ball.
The Celtics, 47.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Celtics trailed by 14. Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to go on Sabonis.
The ultimate weapon offensively. Harden just draws so much attention.
That one misses. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Harden left side. Pass to Gay. And stolen by White. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside for Curry. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got 13 points in the second half. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Curry's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Knicks.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And it's sent back by Sabonis. Left side, George. Screen by Sabonis to the inside. And the slam dunk by Sabonis.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
So cunning on the attack. Curry gets defenders to foul on the drive because there's nothing else you can do.
So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Curry outside, drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 47 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
More comfortable in these moments. Vassell wants the ball as much as possible.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to White. Down low. Outside for Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 50 points for Stephen Curry.
Oh, you can always count on Curry for a clapback triple.
And Harden with the stuff.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
Outside, White. Pass to George. Outside, Curry. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Knicks.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take him to 7 wins.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Stephen Curry.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Harden, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the New York Knicks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Screen by Sabonis. White, wide open. He fires. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Harden. And that time, also a missed shot. So no problem for New York as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm.
It's game. Time in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. Looking at the last game for the Phoenix Suns, it was a loss to Toronto. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Here's Maxey. Johnson outside. Anthony Davis with the rebound. And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA. Well, you want to talk about being assertive? Turner was thinking shoot as soon as that pass was coming.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Well, we should be in for a fast-paced game tonight, Coach. Both of these teams excel at creating fast break opportunities.
Look, Kevin, you're right. Both of these teams prefer to get out and attack before the other can get their defense set. They want to use their speed and athleticism, and they need to get as many easy buckets as they possibly can.
Now here's White. Pass to Maxey. Suns moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. There's the pick. And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now, here is Harden. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Shoots from the corner. The rebound by Turner.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Johnson down low. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Poked away. And stolen by Song. It's stolen by White. Here's Turner. And that one drops for him. Turner's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, credit the speed of Kobe White. Able to anticipate the play, grab the steal, and get the break going.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And now White pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Here's Boston. Here's Westbrook. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win season.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
Now here's White. Inside. Kicks it out to Maxey. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Harden, no good.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
And Davis wide open. He shoots. Off target from three-point range. And White with the stuff.
Explosive move by White. Going right up to the rim.
Here's Harden on the wing. Over Kirilenko. Boston again missing. The Suns leading. Here's White. And White slams it in. Here's Westbrook, who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Here's Harden on the wing. Back to Westbrook. Some solid defense from Maxey. And Westbrook gets it to go.
I mean, Westbrook is a gifted finisher. Allow him to find his looks inside at your own risk.
Now, here's Maxey. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Karolinko. Scoreless thus far. It's stolen by Davis. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
Well, this is Westbrook at his best. So explosive and clever operating in the open floor.
Out to White. A three-pointer off the mark. It's stolen by White. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action in just a minute. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, coaches love to say turn defense into offense, and clearly they've been forcing the issue on that side of the ball.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
And the big fella, Alexander, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Here's Simons. James Harden picking up that last basket. Simons with the ball. 5 on the clock. From outside, off the mark.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And Davis gets it to go.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Harden with the hang time.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Nailed from three-point land.
Timeout.
Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Russell. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Well, you think about clutch players, Greg, you think scoring. But is that accurate? Or can clutch be in any facet of the game?
It's in all phases. And you think of guys who always seem to come up with that crucial rebound or that big-time stop. Being clutch comes down to will as much as skill.
From the arc. Drills it from outside. And now it's only a 5-point Celtic lead.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Beasley outside. To the inside. Robinson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Phoenix shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
Maxey, no good. Celtics leading by 4. And Malik Beasley, good for 3.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim. So good idea to take the three in transition.
Outside, White. Pass to Diabate. And here's White. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. White's got his third basket of the night right there.
Well, if you're looking for a three-point duel, White's up to the challenge.
Beasley left side. A three from Strus. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. Beasley with the steal. Right side, Russell. Here he goes. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 10. Count the basket. Maxey's got 12 in the game. It's Strus on the wing. Back to Beasley. .36 seconds left in the second quarter. In the corner, it's Robinson. And here's Strus for three. Kept alive. Robinson misses. Suns trailed by 4. Here's White. And he finishes nicely on the layup. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Here's Robinson. Diabate grabs the board. Here's White. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
What a way to end the half there, guys. Big time three to take the lead at the buzzer.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Celtics. Feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And over the last few years, we've seen Harden embrace the mid-range jumper, and it is paying dividends.
A floater. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Kirilenko. Off target from outside. The Celtics with the lead. Harden with it. Picked up by Turner. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Celtics making a switch here.
Number 55.
Outside Westbrook. Over in the corner. Looney. Here's Harden. 5 to shoot. And it's sent back by Turner. And the whistle stops gameplay. It's not a clean block shot. Instead, a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming up right here. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to Williams. No good with the triple. Celtics leading by 3. Davis sets a screen. 18 feet out. Rebound by Johnson.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And hustle play by Turner in transition, giving his all to be there to finish that fast break.
Harden's shot is off.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Out to Kirilenko. Nobody near Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence.
And you see how Turner's built out his game over time, adding strength, improving his footwork at both ends. Can't say enough about his commitment to progress.
And that comes off the assist by Jones. Turner's got the lead up to 3 now for Phoenix.
Well, you always want to pass the ball up court on the break. Normally leads to easy points, and we all know those are hard to come by.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to White. No good from outside. It's a close game here in Boston. Harden outside. Offline with his 3.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defender.
Now here's Harden. He's got 10. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
And what control from Harden inside, adjusting his shot perfectly for that short-range make.
White looking around. Fires the 3. Rebound Boston. Pushing it up. Here's Harden on the wing. Davis sets a screen. Down low. Over in the corner. Looney. Vassell outside. Here's Harden. Aggressive finish by Harden.
And for Harden, finishing through contact is just part of the job description. He gets bodied up almost every time he takes it inside.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And it's Maxey with the ball for Phoenix. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. Cans it from downtown.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
And stolen by Maxey. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way.
And when Kobe White has a groove going like this, it's trouble. His energy can be infectious out there.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Celtics trailed by 5. Also looking it over. To the middle. Wants to get it to Robinson and up. And it's good for 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Suns lead by 3. And time for the short break. And well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Suns leading by 3. Maxey into the lane. And a wide open look for Kirilenko. His 3-pointers off the mark.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
That one goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Back to Maxey. Takes it inside. He gets it in there.
And look at Maxey blowing past the contact. He is just too fast.
Pass to Song. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla.
Timeout.
Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Headed to the floor right now, it's Celtics.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach kept it calm but direct. He said, quote, play smart, play our game. Don't worry about the score. Keep doing what we've been doing, and we'll be okay. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. What focus from Harden.
How about the effort from Harden, pushing past the contact inside.
Left side, Maxey. And they double up Maxey. Jacks up a three. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8. Boston trailing. Pass to Song. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And that's now 10 points for Alex Song.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group now.
Out to Kirilenko. Johnson in the corner. Outside Kirilenko. 6 to shoot. Let's lose a 3. Not gonna go.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And so here's Phoenix. Here's Johnson. Now Maxey. From 12 feet. Sarr pulls it down. Harden. 18 feet out. Count it.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
That one misses. Celtics leading by 3. Vassell. Down he goes for 3.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. It's Kirilenko on the wing. White fires and just miss after miss right now. Here's Boston now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Westbrook rips down the rebound.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easy.
Davis. Layup no good. Suns trail by 6.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Now, here is Harden. And he banks the layup in.
One of the best closers in our game. James Harden coming up big. And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Every point matters in a game like this. We should remember that in this free throw when it's all said and done.
Davis sets a screen. Unloads. It's in. His shot is pure.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball No needless fouls and no threes.
And he drives in.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. So it's the Boston Celtics with the W. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.